Hello and welcome back to the channel, friends. It is great to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today I bring to you some more Storybook of Tactics. And this is, of course, the excellent tactical roguelite autobattler that we've been enjoying right here on the channel. And my friends, you asked for it, and you got it. We're going to do another run here today. We're going to do an elemental run. So without further ado, let's hop on in. And for our scenario, we're definitely going with... Let's go with the Treasure Island here today. This, of course, just became unlocked following the last episode. You can certainly check that out. Got them all on a nice little playlist if you really like this game. For the base enemies on the field, we have some typical pirate baddies, an orc pirate, and a sick spellcaster, okay? So obviously he's going to poison and probably debuff. And then special enemies, we have the King of Pirates and the First Officer. Interestingly enough, the First Officer appears to be somewhat of an orc. For our big baddie, right, the final boss here, we do have the Proof of Love, the King of Pirates himself. And for the effects on the story, refreshing unit shop costs 1 gold. So that's interesting. Definitely interesting because part of my strategy historically has been, right, like let's get a nice roster of units and let's keep re-rolling that unit shop to get a bunch of copies of the units that we like and that synergize well so we can tier them up, right? We can level them up. Definitely interesting, so let's hop on in here, my friends, and for our narrator today, we're going to go with Cut Tongue, the Elementalist Special. So he has a razor sharp tongue, Some say he actually uses 3 blades in battle. Well, that's not a bad thing, so we get 1 book of support and 2 gold at shop level 5, 2 reforgers and 8 gold at 7, and 30 gold at 9. Sounds good to me. Without further ado, let's go. And while we're going here, my friends, please give the video a like if you're enjoying the Storybook of Tactics here on the channel. We'd be happy to continue doing these runs, but you let me know. This game is also, fairly new as well, so if you're learning anything about the game that you think I should be aware of, definitely let me know in the comment section below. Please also consider becoming a subscriber to the channel if you are new here. Would greatly appreciate that. We're a very consistent channel here. I've released a video every single day for the past several months, so if you like that in a content creator, I gotcha. You can also join the Discord, link in the video description below. Lots of cool people there, and a chance to get more connected with the community, including participation in game nights. So with all of the clerical and office stuff out of the way, let's begin our run, Treasure Island. Here we go. So what do we have before us? We have combat. We have for a unit card, an item card, or an experience card. Okay, so we have combat either way we look at it. I think items are pretty useful. I mean, they really are. Unit card, I'm not really crazy about that. Looks like we get the same rewards as far as gold and experience goes. Anyways, so let's go ahead and I'm actually going to go with experience here. I think leveling up is key. It gives you more capacity on the field. And of course, it gets you up to a higher shop level faster, which gets you your bonuses that we went over. And it also increases the rarity of the units. So we are an elementalist specialist, meaning we're obviously targeting elementals. We have an elemental of Wrath here. It looks like a ranged archer and a legionnaire, which will get bonus attack speed when stacked up. I really do like the legionnaires, and it looks like there's 4 of them available. 2 could be considered elementalists, maybe. Maybe one's a merfolk or a fishman. I don't know, but we're going with the elemental of Wrath, given we have the synergy. So let's go ahead and make both of those purchases and refresh the shop once. I mean, we could get animal here, I suppose, if we wanted to go in on archers. I don't necessarily know that I want to go in on archers, though. So let's refresh the shop. And let's see. So we have archer, legionnaire. Do we have any other legionnaires? Here's another elementalist. I think we bring him aboard because he's an elementalist. And he is mage. And that one escapes me, whatever that one is. I don't recognize that symbol. And we have animals staring at us right here. I mean, might as well bring them aboard. Get that archer synergy. All right, now let's get them out on the field. We can only have 2 units. It looks like we have an orc pirate with 500 HP and a sick spellcaster, which will certainly be poisoning. So that's renewers. That's what it is. Okay, got it. So how do we get rid of this? Guess we'll just have to deal with it, hopefully, once the battle commences. So we have the elemental synergy already in effect because of Cut Tongue here, who's of course has the elemental synergy, and then archers. I mean, we do extra damage with 2 archers on the field. Either that or we're looking at something like this. Let's go with Animal and Elementalist of Wrath. And let's just have him back row, picking him off. Should be fine. Let's go. Bam, 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 bam. All right, the spellcaster does get on us, but our special skills and just DPS is too much for them. Not a bad start. Let's go. All right, 2 experience, 5 gold. And let's see. We get 5 more experience. Quite nice. Certainly take it. All right, next up we have a combat encounter as well and a unit card. There's no other option, so that's our choice. Let's go. All right, Bone Warrior. We got soldiers, adventurers. I mean, all kinds of things going on here, none of which really synergizes with our team very well. So let's go ahead and refresh. See if we can get something decent. All right, Lava Elementalist. All right, now we're talking. So this guy's anti-magic. He's an assassin type, which I think is probably pretty useful to bring aboard early. I mean, they have special functions, right? The assassins, excuse me, teleport. So that's going to be useful. Absolutely. Elemental of Fire. I think we certainly bring the Elemental of Fire aboard here. We do have Animal. I mean, do we want to get Animal tiered up? That's the question I'm kind of wrestling with. We have a Scaly Spearman. I'm still looking for that other Legionnaire. Animal, are we tearing him up? I mean, I don't really think so. I don't think so. In fact, I think he gets probably swapped out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my gold. Maybe we can look into a level up next round. I can already get a 3rd unit on the field. So let's pull out Animal. And let's go ahead and get our Assassin. Get him lined up right nicely with the Mage here. And let's go ahead and let's just have these 2 focus fire on this guy when he ultimately teleports. I think that's going to be fine. We do have 4 synergy marks in the elementals. So each 4 seconds, elementals receive 7 ability power and damage attack. Quite nice. Let's go. All right, so as predicted, he gets behind enemy lines here, and this guy is hammering on the archer, for sure, the Elemental of Wrath, but the DPS, again, is too much. Probably because of our synergy. Looking good so far. All right, so what unit do we get? A 1-star rank 3 unit, okay. Combat Veteran. Shares experience or teach you a lesson. Are you in? Otherwise, we have a combat. The reinforced battle for an item card. I think that's our approach. Let's go. And then an elite battle is up next. All right, so our unit that we got is this fellow here. So the Marine Commander. So he has tier 3, right? 1 star. Looks like he's a knight and a defender. He's got the aura of darkness. I mean, maybe we can use him, but he really doesn't go with our team very well at all. Neither does Animal, to be honest. All right, so Lava Elementalists. We have a few of these. So I'll make the purchase on both, which will get him a star upgrade. That's great. That's a rank up. I could get some experience. Yes, and then we can re-roll. Sea Archer, Wild Beast, Scaly Spearman. Don't really like any of these guys too much. So let's go ahead and just exit out, save the gold, and we have, looks like 3 assassins on the field. So I do think I will bring this guy in. I mean, he's got 850 HP, which is far more than any of these guys here. He's going to be useful in the interception. So I think what I'll do is, let's do this. Let's put him right here. I think this guy stays as well. So Elementalist of Wrath, doing 60. This guy's doing 40. Let's pull this guy off. And let's do something like this. My thought is, so they're going to teleport over. They're going to... Let's actually put you right here. Because he's going to teleport and then have to come back, right? But this guy's going to move forward a little bit and then aggro to the units that teleport. We're going to find out how effective this strategy is. Let's go. Alright, just as expected here, this guy has a shield. Okay, so not good. However, he is buying us valuable time, which is good. Yeah, okay, so this was actually a pretty challenging fight. Guess that's what happens when you're sort of heavily reliant on glass cannons, right? And then the one tank you have doesn't really synergize with your team very well. For our equipment choice, we have the Enchanted Shield. So that's physical defense, or sorry, that's magical defense. This is physical defense. Increase stats of the item's holder by 350 HP. I think 350 HP is probably the most impactful. So let's go ahead and grab that. And I think I know a certain assassin that could use that. So we have a unit card and an elite battle. So let's take out the elite battle here. We have the rock elementalist now. This guy's a protector. He's also a lancer. I think the answer is yes. He's also the uncommon tier, which is nice. We are level 4 now. 4 gold remaining. So I could sell animal here and let's level up. Absolutely. Alright, so we have capacity for 4 units on the field. Got a lot of spellcasters here, so let's go ahead and throw this on you. That's going to give you extra HP to sort of hang around. This guy's the protector, right? Yeah, he's a protector. Okay. Which does synergize with the rock golem, so maybe we actually do keep this guy around. But we certainly need a rock elementalist out there. Let's get him right here. You're going to go over this way. I think we'll go with him for now. Let's do something like this. I think you rush here and take him out. You're obviously going to get behind enemy lines here. This guy's going to be the locus of these two here, but hopefully he can hang strong. In fact, let's give him some extra support. Let's go. Alright, boom. Alright, he's hanging, but he's not necessarily hanging strong. In fact, he loses this engagement, but it gives us enough time for the assassin to do his thing. Our archer falls here. The assassin has got to do his thing. Come on, get there. Wow. Very, very, very close battle there. We certainly have to take a look at our synergies and get a little more synergized, I do feel. I don't think using that guy just because he's rare tier is really doing us much good. 1-star rank 3 unit. Hopefully we get an elemental. Alright, combat. Power card. Reinforced battle or regular battle. Let's do the reinforced battle. Although the encounters to the healing druid. We also have the librarian. Support books. I mean, I think the librarian is probably more useful. And then we get an elite battle for an item. Or a unit. Yeah, I'm definitely going, I'm going here. Alright, so Elemental of Fire. The answer is yes. Okay, we got a tier 2. So we can work him in there, and who do we get? We get the Experienced Spearman. Okay, so he is a Lancer, which is the one redeeming thing about him, I suppose. Let's check. So, what are your stats looking like? You're hitting for 76 with 850 HP. I mean, at the very least, the Lancer does go with... You know, you get the Lancer synergy. I suppose we're getting the Protector synergy, but... Entire party receives reduced damage. I think you could probably argue that we got saved by that in the last matchup. However, make way for the 2-star Elemental of Fire, who's hitting a little bit better now and does Fire Pillar. Champion summons a powerful pillar of fire that deals damage to the target. Sounds good to me. We've got 2 assassins coming across. So we need to intercept them for sure. So let's see here. I mean, the Rock Elementalist is... He's halfway decent. I think we have to, like, we have to go a little heavier. I'm not getting an extra synergy this round anyways. It's going to be either 4 or 5, right? So I think what we have to do is we have to barricade. So we have to double up here. Got to make sure he survives. And then this guy, so he's a barbarian. He's just going to run straight. So let's do something like this. Hopefully this guy can catch up behind, right? Let's do something like this. Alright, so the Elementalist of Fire actually gets in melee range of this guy. However, the Pillar of Fire, a very, very strong technique there. You can see it's in work, and it's just taking them down. Just what we needed, absolutely. I feel like I need some more melee units for sure. Alright, so what do we have? We have, you get a 1-star rank 4 unit. You get 6 free unit shop refreshes, or you get 10 gold. I mean, rank 4, so that's the highest rank. 10 gold is super useful. We can get level ups from that. Yeah, let's get 10 gold. And let's go with the Librarian encounter. Alright, what do we have? Book of Support. You get 1 Book of Support and 2 gold. Absolutely take that. Okay, so we can get a Flawless Cloning Book for 15. Normal Cloning Book. I think that's pretty useful. Yeah, let's get a normal cloning book. Get a copy of a unit that we like. So item card or gold. Elite battle for the item. Let's do it. Got to get prepped for this upcoming boss fight. Alright, Elemental of the Forest. So here we go. We have another assassin and an anti-magic to the team. So that actually does synergize well, and that of course is the rare tier, tier 3. So that's very nice. Let's go ahead and add him to the team. So for Book of Support, select the random unit's attribute upon use and fills the shop with champions having the same attribute. Disintegrates after use. Okay, got it. And then normal cloning book. 1-star copy of a selected allied unit up to 2nd rank. Okay, so that is, of course, the green. Okay, so let's assess. What do we have going on here? So if we get 1 more copy of the Rock Elementalist, we can rank him up. So let's definitely do that. Boom. There we go. Rank 2. Get it. This guy's obviously in. There you go. You get the Assassin Synergy and the Anti-Magic Synergy. So that ups crit chance and crit damage. Quite nice. But we also have 2 Assassins and a front line unit. What other unit can we add that will give us a synergy? Lancer. Protector. I mean, that does reduce incoming damage overall. A pretty good one. I guess let's go through the shop phase. Let's use this Book of Support. And why don't I throw that on? Are there any other rare elementals? Yeah, Elemental of the Storm. Looks like. Okay. So I either save that or I use it right now. I think I'm going to save it, actually. So I'm going to refresh. Let's see if we can get some rank ups. Okay, Rock Elementalist. We have 2 of them. The answer is yes. Let's refresh again. Seen a lot of beasts. Elemental of Ruins. So what do we have here? Wave of Despair. Magic damage and slows enemies by 50% for 4 seconds. So he is a knight. He is steel and an elemental. Okay. I mean, we add him for sure. And then we take a look at what we're working with here. So if we add you to the mix, then we get 6 synergy in elementals, which 10 ability power and damage attack every 4 seconds. I mean, that's not too bad. So let's take it. And I could level up 3 times with the 15 gold we have left. I think I like the idea of maybe re-rolling again. Lord of the Sea, Fish Shaman, Elemental of Fire. Yeah, we'll take them. Let's re-roll again. Elemental of Fire. I mean, we'll take him. Elemental of Wrath. We'll also take him. We get another rank up for our archer there. Now it's all about, do we go... I think I will definitely hit... let's hit 2 into level up. I want to keep grinding that experience for sure. Okay, so... what do we like? I think we need to keep 2 assassins because then we get the assassin synergy. I think that's important. This guy gives us... I mean, he's a frontline presence. That's pretty much what he offers. What do we have on the field? We have 2 assassins. Okay, so if I get my assassins right here. Actually, let's put you up here. And then you down here. They'll get on the archers, right? And then we'll have assassins coming as well. So actually, I think what I should do is... let's do something like this. Let's get you here. Let's get you back. This guy is going to free run. But I think we can probably mop him up before then. It's either that or I pull this guy out, throw in the archer. And then, of course, we'll have the assassin to take on. I think I'm going to do this, because this guy's coming. If we can take him out quickly, and then they can both focus on this guy, I think that's our key to victory. Let's go. Alright, so he's in. This guy actually aggroes to the other guy, and their melee unit gets up on the elemental of fire. That's not good. It was unpredicted. However, our assassins do the work. They do their job, and we get out there victorious. Very nice. Bank some experience, gold, all kinds of good stuff. And what do we have? We have the Thunder Sword. Attack increased by 30, 50, or 70, depending on the merge level. So that would be the stars. Sorcerer Cane, ability power 15, 30, 45. Or Divine Shield. 100% resistance to crowd control effects. I think the Thunder Sword is a great one. Sorcerer Cane's also pretty tempting if you think about using it on the elemental of fire. But let's go Thunder Sword. I'm okay with that. Then next up, we do have the General. Alright. Let's get after it. Rock Elementalist. Absolutely. Okay, we got another tier 2 Rock Elementalist. Alright, so that guy's on his way to tier 3. Zombie, Knight of the Deep, Lord of the Sea. I've got exactly 5 gold. I think I have to buy the experience. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Alright, so it's a straight line. They got a bunch of assassins here. The whole middle portion of their army is all assassins. This guy has 2,500 HP. Hitting for 100. So who's our most impressive offensive force? And this guy has the Book of Life. Hitting for 135. This guy's hitting for 130. I think we throw this on you. We need you to just simply take this guy out. Take this assassin with you. And get it done. Do something like this. And then essentially... I mean, using 2 assassins here feels like the wrong move. Essentially, I feel like I gotta get this guy down quickly, but I worry about the Elementalists of Fire. So these guys are all coming over, right? So we kind of need a melee unit back there. But this guy requires a lot of attention. I can't just have him running free. You know what I mean? So we're sort of just selling out completely to kill the General here. And the question is can we get him down quick enough and then get on mop-up duty? That's the question I ask myself. I guess I don't know. We're going to have to run the simulation and find out. Is this guy better replaced by, say, the Archer? I mean, he's hitting for 105. This guy's hitting for 68 with 770 HP. I think the Archer is just better overall. So let's stack him up right here as well. And let's see what this does. I mean, this is the formation I can think of. I want to keep the Elemental of Fire alive. Let's go. Alright, get on him. Alright, so the Archer goes down. The boss, almost down. He's got to fall. He's got to go down. He's got to go down. Elemental of Fire goes down. Rock Elemental hanging in there, and it's Assassin v Assassin, 4v2. Not looking good. Not really looking good, is it? Nope. It isn't. So we do take a loss. However, in this game, when you lose a fight, you don't necessarily lose the run. You just get your focus level decreased by the amount of units left. And you move on with your life. Now, at the end of your run, your focus level does determine what reward you get toward the overall story. But for this, we're all right. We're okay. All right, so what do we have? The interest limit at the shop increases by 2. Okay, so there's interest. Get an item of Cat 4. 12 free unit shop refreshes. I'm just so compelled by very strong items, so let's do the items. All right, we're back to the board here. So unit card, we have item card, experience card. There's a gold card here, which is pretty tempting. So it's item and gold or experience and item. I'm going to go with experience. I do like stacking experience. If we could just get a few extra units, I think we can build the team out just a little bit better. Elemental of Ruins. The answer is yes. We're level 6 now. So let's refresh. Rock Elementalist. Elemental of the Forest. We definitely need him. So let's go ahead and let's buy you and then lock this up. Absolutely. All right. So we do have allotment for another unit here. I mean, that boss fight was just, it was tough. Like, a bunch of assassins. I think our team struggles against a bunch of assassins. We don't have much frontline presence after all. So let's do something like this. And let's let our assassins go crazy. What did we get here? So, Shield of the Mighty. The armor and magic resistance are increased by 18 for each opponent targeting the item's owner. Okay, I think that's a pretty good item for a tank. This guy's a 2-star. So this would be plus 50 attack for our Elemental of Fire. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to do this. I'm going to throw this on you. I'm going to throw this on you. Oh, he's got 185 attack. Okay, yeah. We need our assassin to shredding, right? Our assassin needs to assassinate, believe it or not. And then we have room for another unit here, so if I add you, we get, what? Nothing, really. So I could add another Rock Elementalist, which is like twice as good as the Elemental of Ruins. We desperately need a tier up for sure, so let's go ahead and add another Rock Elemental. And let's go. Alright, there we go. So the back line, the assassins doing their thing. Zipping around the map, just taking out the glass cannon type units. Alright, very good. So 45 knowledge gain there, 2 experience, 5 gold. Need all the gold we can get. And 10 additional experience. Wonder how close that gets us to another level up. We're going to find out. We have an item card up next. Let's go. Alright, so it's 15 gold for another level up, essentially. We have the Elemental of the Forest. Definitely need that. Then I'm going to save this 2 gold here. Alright, so a bunch of assassins. Once again, of course. Okay, so I think what we have to do is we have to invert our lines. So I'm going to keep this guy here. Well, maybe. We got to do something like this. Get this guy to teleport over. But I need to invert my lines. In fact, what if we do this? They're going to teleport like back here. And then probably run up. And intercept this guy. As he's getting on the archer. We need both of our melee units back though. For sure. Like all the way back. So let's do something like this. Alright, so. They're doing their job. And they got there as needed. Now we're able to sort of turn around and focus our attention on the rear. We take them out. All right, good strategy, good tactics there, for sure. The assassins definitely make you think about your battle formation a little bit differently. All right, looking good. 7 gold in the bank, and another item. We have the Necklace of Protection. Drop below 30%. Full immunity to damage for 1.5 seconds. Be looking for new targets. Okay, so it makes them aggro to a different target. That's interesting. Again, the Thunder Sword. I mean, it's a very, very useful item. Ability power. That must be like their special ability. I mean, I'm taking another Thunder Sword. It's just useful. All right, so the Merchant. New items. So you can buy items from the Merchant, but of course, that will cost gold. Or we have an Elite Battle for gold. Yeah, definitely taking this. All right, another Elemental of Fire. The answer is yes. So we got another Tier 2 Elemental of Fire. I think I'm going to hit experience. And then let's refresh and see if there's anything worth locking up. Actually, we get a free refresh following a battle, so I'm not going to refresh, actually. Got to get that next level up so we can get another unit on the field. All right, so what are we looking at here? A bunch of assassins and then a backline. So I think the same kind of strategy applies here. I think these guys are in a pretty good spot right here. These guys, of course, are going over. Let's give this to the Elemental of Fire, who's a pretty high DPS guy at 120 now. I've also got this Book of Support. Figure out when to use that. So assassins are going to go over. All these assassins are going to come over. Yeah, so we basically have to take out their back line so these guys focus their attack on the assassins. I think this is a decent formation for this. Let's go. Alright, so this guy's getting pulsed down by the special abilities of the Elemental of Fire. And they do avert their attention to the assassins. Alright, we got a 3-on-1 here, and yeah. I mean, it could have been worse, but it could have been better. I guess I didn't spot the melee unit in there. I thought they were all assassins. That's alright, that was an elite fight. You're meant to struggle just a little bit more, but for our efforts, we get 8 gold. Quite nice. Another item card or an item card. Okay, so let's see what's next. We got combat for gold or a unit. I think the combat for gold is more useful to me. So let's go ahead and take this. Elemental of Ruins. I mean, he's an elemental. We have 16 gold. It's a shame that we're just 1 experience off. So let's definitely get the level up and we get our special reward here. You get 2 Reforgers and 8 gold. Okay. Absolutely take that. So what do these do? Swaps units item to another one, increased by 1 rank. Can't be used on items with a rank higher than 3. Disintegrates after use. Okay, so that's actually quite nice. So let's go ahead and reforge this. And what do we get? Cursed Necklace. Creates an explosion dealing 150 magic damage to the opponents within 1 field range. Additionally, the affected enemies lose 50% of their max mana. Okay. Do I reforge another one of these Thunder Swords? That's the question. I think so. We get Combat Kerbosh. Item's owner gains 30 points of attack damage every 4 seconds. The effect can stack 6 times. Wow. Yeah, let's throw it on ya. I mean, he's just got to survive, right? You would think that might be one of the last units to fall. I think this on our frontline unit makes sense. We've got a bunch of assassins again. Man, what is with all these assassins? Well, let's get our ace down here on the archer. Yeah, and these truly are all assassins, so let's move you up. Let's do something like this. And let's go. Actually, hold on. We can add a unit. Okay, I forgot about that. Okay, Elemental of Fire. I think we need another melee unit, so this guy is going to get enlisted. So let's do this. Boom. Alright, so got our front line stationed behind us, of course. And they're doing their job, kind of holding them in place. However, the enemy gets on us rather quickly, and it's assassin v assassin. We seem to have the advantage. Although, I stand corrected. Our advantage dissipates rather quickly, and we lose again. Yikes. Alright, we do get another item, though. So, Devourer. The owner of this item gains 35% of healing from all damage dealt. Might not be a bad one for an assassin type. Owner receives 25% of physical lifesteal. When the owner's health drops below 30%, a shield is activated. Strength of 30% of max health. Active for 5 seconds. Each 1% over the 100% chance for a critical hit. Okay. Looks like it... Does it give you 50% critical hit chance? Is that what it does? It seems like that's what it does. 1% over the 100% chance for a crit hit. This item's owner is converted into 1% critical hit strength. But plus 50 crit. I'll take the plus 50 crit. We have another elite battle here for gold or a unit. Let's go for the gold. And we have the Elementalist of Magma. So this is a tier 4 or a rank 4 unit. It is a knight and a storm unit. Okay. The answer is obviously yes. Let's take you aboard. And let's see. Elemental of Fire. We'll definitely purchase you. Let's refresh. Marine Commander. Elemental of the Forest. Yeah, we need more of those guys. That's our assassin type. What other elementals are here? Just the one of magma. Okay. Alright, so I thought we had another guy that's a knight type. Yeah, this guy. Okay. Alright, so we can pull him out for now. Get the magma dude on the field. When we level up, we can get, you know, our full 8 complement of elementals, which is good. Lots of melee units in this particular one. I think will probably fare just a little bit better in this one, as we can set up more of a traditional front line. Spear of the Forest. Yeah, so this guy's critical hit power, his crit chance is 40. His is 40 as well. So this should up it to 90, right? Yeah, 90% crit chance. Wow. Dealing magic damage. If the target has no allies in adjacent space, it takes increased damage. Okay, got it. Yeah, I like it. An assassin type with a high crit rate. Who would have thought, right? Okay, so what are we going to do here? So, we got to set up a traditional front line. Something like this. And they're obviously going to cave in on us, right? Scaly Spearmen. They're going to cave in. Our assassins need to do their job. So let's send you here. And let's have you go mid and just backstab them. I think I like that. Let's go. Alright, so both of the assassins get on the backline units. And now they're involved in the frontline units. Stabbing them in the back. That's looking decent for us. However, they do have some healing support, it does appear. Elementalist of Fire is still alive, and he's just snowballing damage with his item, I would guess. Elementalist of the Forest actually did the most damage there by a significant margin with all of those critical hits. I mean, when you're hitting 90% crit rate, right? 12 extra gold. Lovely. Alright, Storm Brawler. Likes to bet money but hates to lose. We've also got a combat vet. So experience. So I think this is gold or experience. I think experience is the ultimate resource here. Okay, so we can lose gold here, but we can gain valuable experience. Yeah, I'm definitely in. Let's go. Come on, experience. Plus 20. Let's go. Okay, minus 5 gold. Never mind. Yikes. That's not good. Get an item or a unit. Let's go with the item. Alright, I got 41 gold, though, so I can actually buy a level up here. So I'm going to do it. A rock elementalist. Otherwise, we do have this dragon warrior fellow. He is steel. Didn't I have another guy that's steel? Yeah, the elemental of ruins is steel as well. So obviously the elemental of ruins gets a place in the battlefield here. We get the knight synergy. And if we added the dragon warrior, that would be a steel synergy. I mean, maybe that's like our missing link, the dragon warrior. Maybe. What does steel do again? Entire party receives additional armor. I mean, that's kind of nice. We also have the anti-magicking effect, right? I mean, I kind of like it. It does cost 4 gold, though. Let's buy the rock elementalist. We know we're using him. I kind of like it. I think he's a missing link. Alright, so I think we can sell this fellow. We can sell you. Just not going to use you. Turn you into useful gold here. So I could hit the level up button 4 times if I wanted to. Let's refresh first. Let's just see what's available to us. So underwater killer, another assassin mono monster. Lord of the Deep, another dragon warrior here. Yep. They're going to force my hand into this, watch. Master of War. So this guy's a lancer and a protector. Another dragon warrior. I told ya, they're going to force my hand. Book of Support. Do I use this? I mean, what I need more elementals, right? So what guy is like synergized multiple times? So assassin elemental, right? So I think if I use the Book of Support on like this guy. Yeah, so here we go. So this must have been... Oh, it's the anti-magic. We did get a bunch of elementals here, though, so that's actually quite nice to see. 3, 6, 9, 10. Great way to spend 10 gold there, if I don't say so myself. However, does it help us out? Not all that much. Dragon Warrior with 2,500 HP. My goodness, that guy is strong, I tell ya. In fact, I've got 2 rock elementals on the field. So let's pull one out and throw in the Dragon Warrior. Got maxed out elemental synergy. So now we can start working on other synergies. We actually have 3 in the knights category. We're not max level yet, right? So maybe looking at yet another knight is worth it because this guy is a knight, right? So maybe looking at another knight is worth it. We're going to have to cross that bridge when we get there. But for the time being, let's just keep stacking up copies of units. Got some useful copies in that last turn there. Alright, so what do we have? Assassins. We got some melee units. We got a lone archer in the back. So let's definitely take him out. Assassin 4 special mission. Let's go. Let's move our ranged units back, and we actually have a formidable front line for once. So I think we can do something like this. I think that's going to work just fine. Let's go. Okay, so they actually must not have saw their assassins that they had. A tactical oversight by yours truly, of course, but, you know, it all works out in the end. Our team's getting pretty strong now. I mean, for the longest time, we just lacked sort of a frontline presence, right? Which made troops of a lot of assassin types really just make it such a challenge for us, for sure. Got the Cruel Kurbash here. We got the Devourer. Devastating Trident. At the beginning of battle, the item's owner and his allies in the same row within 1 field range gain 30% ability power until the end of battle. Otherwise, the owner of this item gains 35% of healing from all damage dealt. I think that's a pretty good one for a frontline unit like maybe the Dragon Warrior. Alright, Elementalist of Magma. Yes. The answer is yes. How about the Rock Elementalist, though? We're almost up to... We're so close. Lava Elementalist. We got one waiting on the bench here. One on the field. I think you do this. Okay, there you go. You got a tier 3 Rock Elementalist now. Tremendous. And then Elementalist of Magma, obviously. We'll actually lock this up so I can make this guy my next purchase. Absolutely. And let's take a look at this guy now. 2200 HP, 220 attack damage. How does that stack up to the Dragon Warrior? I mean, I think this guy is the recipient of the Devourer. Keep him nice and healed up, right? And then for this, we can give it to a glass cannon unit that kind of takes risks. I mean, 150 magic damage. I think the Shield of the Mighty is decent for the Dragon Warrior. Let's throw this on you. You seem to die rather regularly. Okay. So we have a lot of assassins here. Looks like this guy... These two are melee. That's melee. That's the chief. The captain or whatever. So I think we get our sturdy rock elemental on him. Get the Dragon Warrior to suck in this unit here. And probably this guy as well. And then we're going to have some assassins coming from behind. So let's get these guys back here. Let's get our assassins to go over this way. Take out the Lich. And then get on the Veteran Spearman before he can do something devastating to our Fire Elemental. I think this works out. Alright, here goes nothing. Let's go. Alright, so they all kind of suck down into the Dragon Warrior, but luckily the Dragon Warrior is built for durability. It's going to buy us some time to... Yeah, he's throwing fireballs, man. Elemental of Fire is doing some things, for sure. Alright, so the boss does go down, and the assassins are running free. And look at all of this DPS. Dragon Warrior with 4,000 damage. I was going to say 40,000 damage, but 4,000 damage. Elementalist of the Forest, 3,600 with all of those crit hits. The Dragon Warrior, how about that? What a purchase the Dragon Warrior has proven to be. Alright, Golden Touch, 30 gold. A 2-star rank 4 unit with no guarantee of what unit that is. 3 books of support and 6 gold. Let's go with the 30 gold. You love to see it. Alright, moving on. We have experience, units, or item. Let's go with the experience. Alright, so Lava Elementalist. Yep. Get on the team. Let's refresh just a little bit here. See what we get. Bone Shooter. Witch Doctor. Master of the Spear. Elemental of Ruins. Yep. Okay, that's a much needed tier up for you, buddy. Lich. He is a mage. Plus 5 ability power for each ability used. I mean, we do have the Elementalist of Fire out there. Wouldn't be the worst. Don't have any Vampire, though. Otherwise, Master of the Spear is a Lancer and a Renewer. Wouldn't be the worst. I'm just trying to think about our next unit, right? All these units already are on the field, so... Maybe we go with Master of the Spear. Let's do it. Could use another frontline presence unit anyways. Master of the Spear. You bet. Alright, let's keep going. Underwater Killer. Elementalist of the Storm. So this is another Elementalist. He is Steel. He's also an Archer. Okay, maybe I stand corrected. Maybe we go with him. We'll make the purchase. We'll make the purchase. Elemental of Ruins. You bet. What else do we have? Elementalist of Magma. We desperately need this guy. So I think... And you get 100% exchange rate, thankfully. So that's a much needed purchase. Elementalist of the Storm. Let's stack another Elementalist of Magma. And let's get you. He's all ready to go. He's like, put me in, coach. You got it. Let's buy some EXP and get ready to take on the final chapter in the story, if you will. Alright, assassins in place properly. We got a bunch of assassins coming over, so we're going to set up the proverbial melee unit line in front of, or in behind, right behind our glass cannon units. So 105 and 900. This guy is hitting for 125. He's got 1100. So let's actually throw you on the field instead. As a representative of the archers, we'll get you back in, pal. Don't you worry. Let's go. Alright, assassins doing their thing, and so Elementalist of Magma starting to really hit hard with his recent rank up, right? I'll have to take a look at his stats, see how we're doing. More experience? You bet. That's what the doctor ordered. Want to get this maxed out. Plus 30 gold as well. We'll absolutely take that. Alright, more experience, or we get, well, I guess experience it is. We'll take it. We are level 9 now, so welcome to the field, buddy. Let's see. Yeah, welcome back. Alright, so we got that archer synergy now. So I could use another knights or another steel type, which is interesting. Dragon warrior is actually steel. Otherwise, we could look at a mage and a renewer. We're going to have to play around with it. We're going to have to see what comes our way. So this guy's a mage. He's a vampire, though. I think I'm okay with that. I'd rather go with, you know, the epic tier of unit. That works with our team. We'll have to check. Elemental of the forest, you bet. Lava elemental, you also bet. Let's go. Elemental of ruins. Yeah, we'll take them. We're in the market for some ruination. Dragon warrior. Elemental of the storm. And the dragon warrior. It's where you find the bench gets a little full. So let's take 4 ticks and put it into level. Get that level up faster. Got a bunch of assassins once again. Elemental of Magma. However, he's only 1 star, so 75 compared to 150. Could also use some more gear as well. So let's do something kind of like how we're currently set up here. We're going to do this. This guy's going to come forward. That's okay. Much more concerned about the assassins. Let's go. Elemental of Magma is actually the target of all the special attacks of our backline units, and he gets phased down right away. The Lava Elementalist doing the most damage in that particular one. If you asked me to predict who's going to be doing the most damage, I would not have thought that, but, props to him. There's our bonus experience. That should max us out. Librarian. Support books. Flawless cloning book. That would have been a real good one to get. Normal cloning book. We do have some tier 1 units that we could use that on. So let's do it. And a unit card coming our way. Okay, Master of War. I do think that this guy is probably a suitable final unit. Final puzzle piece, if you will. So who is tier 3? Rock Elementalist is tier 3. So he's completely maxed out. Is anybody just 1 tick away from maxing out? The Elemental of Fire seems like he's close. Because we got a 2-star one here. We got a 2-star one of this guy here, but this book doesn't work. Bench is full. Okay, yeah. Got it. Alright, let's take a look at this. So, Dragon Warrior. I mean, what do we have available to us? Elementalist of Magma. I mean, it's definitely a guy that we want. Master of War, I mean, it's definitely a guy that we want. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to use the bench space for now. I just want to see, does this get us there? No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, that's a shame. who is just so far off that we're never going to get him tiered up. Like Elemental of Ruins, we have 2 1-star copies sitting on the field. The ones that we have a 2-star of, right? It's kind of like we're so close on the Elemental of Fire. Kind of feels like the Elemental of Ruins needs to be sold for the sake of bench space. Otherwise, this guy right here. I mean, we need a bunch more copies of. Yeah, let's sell them. Got 6 gold. Master of War. I think he becomes the choice. And I do like that you can swap them out. So now we have Lancer Synergy. We have Protector as well. Good deal. Got another Master of War here. Got another Elementalist of Magma as well. So let's see. That's 8 total. I mean, I think the same kind of applies with the Dragon Warrior. He's already 2-star. We're not going to get him up. It's just not going to happen. Really don't like selling units that I have copies of. So why don't I go ahead and just lock this up. We'll keep 2 gold. I'm not going to do anything rash with our Elemental of Ruins. All right. Really bolstered back line here. So let's go ahead and get our assassins in place. They're going to send some assassins over as well. That'll be okay. Let's intercept with the Rock Elemental. And the Magma Elemental. Got the Master of War up there as well. Alright, these guys are going to crumble. Although you got to give it to the archers. They are doing some pretty good DPS. Just not strong enough. You got no frontline presence, man. Your frontline evaporated. Elementalists of Magma. Hitting for the most damage there. I'd love to see it. Alright, what do we get? We get a 3-star rank 2 unit. But the bench is full. So I wonder how that works out. Gold. The answer is yes for the gold. We'll take the gold. So how does that work out? It must just say, yep, sorry, you got nothing. Okay, so the Magma Elementalist is locked up. Probably stand, I mean, I'd rather have the Magma Elementalist leveled up. So let's go ahead and free up some space. Let's purchase you. Let's refresh. Dragon Warrior. Elemental of the Forest. I've got another copy right here. Man. Wish you could buy more bench space. Master of War is close to a level up. Lord of the Deep, that's a mage and a mentor. Interesting. Witch Doctor, Rat Shooter. I'd like to do like an all-assassin run. See if that works. Elemental of the Storm. We moved off of him. Elemental of the Forest. Could use them. That'll actually free up some room on the bench here. Free up 2 spots. So let's definitely do that. But let's lock it up. Do it next turn. Let's see what we have before us. So a bunch of assassins. Looks like they have their own Dragon Warrior. A 2-star. Or sorry, a 1-star. So Drag Warrior v Drag Warrior for sure. Master of War. You take this engagement here. Looks like we got some more melee units behind them as well. Assassins coming over as they typically do. Let's get our assassins in place like so. Looks like it's going to be a 3-on-1 here. This guy's coming over. So let's go ahead and get our Master of War back here to intercept this assassin. Then we'll have 2 assassins coming over as well. So Magma Elementalist right here to take them both on. Let's put these guys in place behind our little melee unit block right here. I think this is going to work fine. Let's go. Alright, so nice interception. The Magma Elemental, like, teleports. Sometimes units teleport, and I'm not quite sure why. I don't know if that's like an enemy skill, maybe. It could be. Could definitely be. But that definitely happens from time to time. In fact, in my last run, it happened frequently with our undead units. Alright, extra gold. Yes, could certainly use it. Love to see it. Merchant. or a healing druid. Well, let's go to the merchant and see what the merchant has. An item of category 2 for 11 gold. Cat 4 for 22. How about a cat 4 item? Let's go big. Miraculous equipment. Come on, give me something good. Unit card or experience. Let's go with the unit, I suppose. Alright, so Elementalist of the Forest. Magic Grabber. Enemies within 1 field range have their magic resistance decreased by 40%. If any opponent within 1 field range uses their ability, they receive magic damage equal to 250% of the max mana. So obviously that is for frontline units, for sure. Yeah, there we go. That is a shiny new toy here, my friends. Check this out. Elemental of the Forest, 270 attack. And he's got that crit, of course, so he's hitting 90% crit chance. Yeah, that just morphed him into a formidable force out on the field that you have to account for, and good luck. Alright, it'd be great to get another fire elemental, wouldn't it? Maybe we can luckily roll our way into it. Storm elemental, dragon warrior. I mean, it's just too late in the game to really commit to that. Magma elemental. What does this do? He's already level 2, right? Yeah, he's 2 tier already. Master of War is kind of one that I'm looking for. So why don't I go ahead and just... let's lock this up. We got this fight and then it's the big boss next. Alright, so frontline. So they got a frontline presence in this particular one. In fact, they're all frontliners. Well, luckily we can match that. We can match it. In fact, I got a secret weapon. It's right back here. And it's got 3 stars on it. Let's go. Alright, let's take a look at. Just pulsing him down. That pirate got stabbed in the back. Didn't even know what hit him. Elemental of the Forest, as predicted. Look at all of this damage he is stacking up. Elementalist of Magma, just rapidly increasing damage output. Must he use his special skill or something? Wow. I think the Elemental team has proven to be pretty strong when you get them all synergized up, for sure. And I'm feeling great about going into the boss fight next. 3-star rank 3 unit. Let's see what this could be. It's this guy right here. So this guy's an assassin, but he's also... Legionnaire, I believe. Yeah, Legionnaire. Alright, Elementalist of Magma, yes. Master of the Spear. I mean, I think... that remaining gold, I think Master of the Spear works. Let's stick with the Lord of War. Except for, of course, we keep getting the Master of the Spear now. Elemental of Fire, here we go. Alright. Welcome to 3-star Dumb. There, my man. We got plenty of cash to reroll. Elemental of the Storm, Master of War, here we go. Boom. Get it. Dragon Warrior, Underwater Killer, Master of War again. I mean, maybe. Elementalist of Magma. All too rich for my blood here. Alright, too rich. And that's okay. 130. Not bad. Gains 30 points of attack every 4 seconds. I almost think that could be better used on... In fact, we have this as well, Magic Grabber. Let's throw that on you. I think that's a fine item for you, buddy. Yeah, let's throw that back on him. He's only been using it, right, like the whole match. Okay, so what do we have? We got the King of the Pirates, 4,500 HP, 110 damage, Silent Assassination. So is he an assassin type then? That's my question. He brings with him a pretty sturdy front line. However, he's got some weak backline units as well. So let's space our assassins out. Send them on their last mission. And obviously we're going to just focus fire him down. Feeling real good about this. Let's switch places, Dragon Warrior, and let's get our strongest units to focus on this section of the enemy here. They do have some 3 stars in there, so I think this is about as good as it's going to get. Let's go. Let's begin the simulation. And our Rock Elemental is certainly taking some damage, but the King of Pirates just took a massive hit there. Elemental of the Forest, man. MVP. Dragon Warrior, though. MVP as well. Wow. These two are just dueling for supremacy here for sure. Alright, boys. Let's not get sloppy here, huh? Let's not get sloppy here, huh? Okay, the Bone Shooter remains, and that was much closer than I thought it was going to be, but I suppose they had a lot of meat on the field with 4,500 HP on the final boss. And we get it done here, my friends. We get it done. Story completed. 1,380 gained knowledge. Quite nice. So that is, of course, the currency that we can use, and we can unlock some things. The first thing I like to do when we get paid out like we did is I like to go back, and I like to take a look at the narrators that are available and unlock one. So we have the Lancer guy, we have sea creatures, undead, humans, and mages. Now I've been looking at these sea creatures. I think the sea creatures are pretty cool. So let's do a sea creatures run next. So let's unlock this fellow here, and I will allocate the rest of the points into some of the metagame stuff, but I will do that off camera. We're already at the hour 6 or so mark. So I'm going to call this a video here, my friends. So thanks so much for spending some time here on the channel today. If you like the Storybook of Tactics, then smash that like button, of course. Let me know in the comments section some observations you made, right? Where are some opportunities to improve strategy, or, you know, what have you learned about the game? And last, if you're new here, then please consider becoming a subscriber. You've hung out with me for an hour. If you're digging the content, then become a subscriber. We greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. You can join the Discord to stay a little more connected with the community, participate in game nights, and just meet some cool people in general. That would be awesome. And yeah, like I said, I just appreciate you spending some time here on the channel today. So with all of that said, my friends, I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks again so much. I do appreciate it. And I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.